Hello everyone and welcome back to more Going Local here with Celtic, and today is the big day as we finally kick off our second attempt to win the Scottish Cup. It's Scottish Cup 4th round day. We're against Arbroath. We should be winning it, right? I mean, if we don't, then, well, all sorts of problems. Yes, that's coming up later, but very much looking forward to it actually, because there's one thing about Scotland that, you need to you become very aware of if you're managing here, and that is you play the same teams so many times. Obviously Rangers most of all, but you play every team 3 times. You play most of the teams 4 times. It's very tedious. So that will be a nice change of pace later on. But what about the results since last time's fantastic win against Manchester City, as well as the League Cup victory against Aberdeen? Well, only 4 games played in the league, and some bad news. We have dropped points for the first time. I mean, we didn't lose. It was a draw 0-0 with Aberdeen, but we no longer have a 100% record, which, considering it's December, is probably to be expected. But a 3-0 win against Dundee United before then, 2 from Adelaide, a 4-0 win against Livingston afterwards, and then the second Old Firm of the season was even more comprehensive than the first, a 3-0 win at Ibrox, 2 from Ida, 1 from Christie. It was very good, which leaves this as the league situation. Rangers have a game in hand, but at the moment we are 13 points clear. Assuming they win, it will be 10 points, which is a pretty nice buffer at this stage of the season. When you consider as well, Kilmarnock have 9 points, Livingston have 10. That's, not great really for them. And from a stats perspective, Adam Eder well clear at the top of the goal scoring chart, 19 goals for him. Julian, last year's winner, of course, lagging behind, only 11. He's slacking massively. It is going to be a striker that wins it this year. You would think Stevie Mallon is still topping average rating and assists. 20 assists now. 20. We're against his former club, first of all, Hibernian, in the league to kick things off before we go into the winter break, which I forgot about, but it's quite nice because everyone's a bit tired, so we're not doing any friendlies, just going to give everyone 2 weeks off, a nice rest before we come back for the Cup. Brief bit of transfer news as well. Lee Griffiths has agreed to join Sturm Graz at the end of the season, which is a little bit annoying because I wanted to sell him. We do have a slight problem in that since we signed Rodrigo, for the league we're fine, but for the Champions League we don't have enough space in the squad. I unregistered James Forrest for the group stage. We'll need to find a way to slot him back in. I think Griffiths is going to miss out. We can play Rodrigo as a striker actually. So speaking of the Champions League, the draw has been made for the knockout rounds, and we have got Inter Milan in the first knockout round. Not the worst team we could have faced, I think. The worst team we could have faced was probably Manchester United. So we've avoided them, but probably one of the trickier ones. And considering we beat Roma last season, that would have been all right. Bilbao, Benfica, Leicester have made it through. Yeah, so it's tough. But we'll give it a good go. And one other slight complication regarding Rodrigo is that he is now injured for 5 weeks. So he's not going to play today. But luckily, James Forrest has timed it to perfection. He is now back and ready to play. I mean, probably shouldn't really start, only fit for 45 minutes, but we'll take a risk. We'll put him in there. It's only one game. We'll take him off at half time if he's struggling, and there we go. Otherwise, it is what you would expect. Barkas, Taylor, Julian, Ayer, Fredericks and Cham. Ferguson is back to fitness alongside Stevie Mallon. Christie's on the right hand side, and Adam Eder is up front. We're going to get a bid for Christopher Ayer. I can feel his release clause is going to be triggered, but let's just hope not. How well is Stevie Mallon going to perform against his old club? That's what I'm excited to see today. He's been in electric form. Can we keep our pretty ridiculous record going into the winter break? That would be really appreciated. Well, we're coming forwards early on, as we so often do, and Cham pings it out to Fredericks on the right hand side. Looks to get ahead of the defender, flicks it in. Adam Eder's there, and he's hit the post and bar. The stanchion, very, very unfortunate there. He's been in absolute deadly form as well as Eder. He's a fantastic striker, can do it at any level really, but when in a sort of league like Scotland, he absolutely excels. Christie racing forwards as well. Not his best, not as good as last season really, but some good work from him nevertheless. Mallon on the edge of the area, and it's inevitable. Absolutely inevitable. Stevie Mallon, and he's absolutely given it large against his old club. He's not bothered at all. Not bothered at all. It's a wonderful strike. Absolutely nailed on to happen. As soon as he gets it there, he's only going to do one thing. Curls it around the goalkeeper. Beautiful goal. We've got the lead inside 10 minutes. Fredericks finds Christie, looks to flick a ball in. Ida's there, and this time it's not the post he finds, it's the goal he finds. It's 25 goals for the season. It's not even January yet. Certainly have had some pretty prolific players so far this year. The good news about Adam Ida, of course, he can't be recalled. We're paying a fee, but it means Norwich cannot recall him in January, because surely they would. They didn't get promoted. They're still in the Championship, so surely you'd like a player of his calibre back if you could, but they can't have him. And we've won a penalty while I was saying that, and there's only one man to take said penalty to make it 3-0 inside 20 minutes. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Adam Ida with his 26th of the season, and this is surely going to be 3 more points. We do tend to stop at 3 so far this season. A few more would be nice. Christie flashes that one over. Mallon turns and finds Ferguson, who flicks it forward to Christie, who's in, and it's a customary goal for Ryan Christie as well. The 3 stars of the side, Ida, Mallon and Christie, at least from an attacking perspective. I mean, we can't not call Christopher Julien and Christopher Ayer a star. Yeah, really good. Lovely, quick move. Great strike from Christie. How have I just noticed, by the way, that both of our centre-backs are called Christopher? That's, obviously different spelling. One is the more sort of Scandinavian spelling, but, well, there we go. Yeah, 2 Christophers in defence. It's certainly helping things out as we look for a 5th before the break. And, well, that's sloppy play given away to White. Nisbet's in, and it's a great save from Barkas to keep the clean sheet. He wants that bonus money. Quite a successful half of football. We will take James Forrest off now. No sense risking him whatsoever. Callum McGregor to come on. You sense this could be anything. Hibernian are, well, yeah, they're not putting up too much of a fight. Ferguson, edge of the area, holds it up quite well, trying to wrestle it back from Hannon, which he does. Fredericks, plenty of room for him to put a cross in. Ida slides it in. Adam Ida with a hat-trick, and I think that's his first hat-trick. It's a perfect hat-trick as well, the text commentary informs me. Almost intentional from him there. It was sliding in. It's like he knew. He had the header, he had the right-footed strike, and then, flicks it in with his left foot there, I think, anyway. Either way, it's a perfect hat-trick. We love to see it. His first hat-trick in his Celtic shirt, I believe. Mallon with the corner, it could be 6, and Cham is going to shoot. He does, and Julien with the tap in, it's 6 in very quick succession. And, well, double digits are not out of the question here. I don't think they are. Great move, quick thinking from Ncham. He goes for the shot, it's spilled by the goalkeeper, and Julien scores with his feet rather than his head. As much as I would love double digits, we're going to protect the assets. So Ida's coming off, Mallon's coming off. Would take Christie off as well if I could, but we will drop the tempo down quite a bit to avoid any unnecessary running. And there we go. Not a bad way to start your holiday. 6-0, job done. It really would be nice if we could just win the Scottish Cup this season and then go, because I don't think we could really top this. This is pretty, very good. Rangers did win their game, as you would probably expect, so the gap remains the same, of course, with that game in hand. But Adam, absolutely sensational. He can do it in a Norwich shirt, can do it in a Celtic shirt, loves the green. It's just 22 goals. Ridiculous. I've not had the best luck with strikers so far this year. He's been the shining light. And, well, this is special even by his standards. Let's hope he can keep it up. And I have actually won Manager of the Month. This is the 5th straight time. I've won every single one so far this season. I'm not going to win Manager of the Year, am I? They're going to give it to someone else. And to be honest with you, Ross County are currently in 3rd, so John Hughes here probably going to get it, even if we go unbeaten again, and even if we win it every single month. Don't think I'm going to win it. I think it's we're weirdly programmed. But we are in January now, which of course means we're going to get some bids. The Arbroath game is not until the 15th, so I'm going to go through this, and I will be rejecting pretty much everything, but I will let you know anything particularly pertinent that happens. I'm not planning on getting anyone in. Although, Ralston wants to leave. Griffiths is obviously already leaving in the summer, so I'll probably just drop him from the squad and play Rodrigo as a striker instead. That probably would be all right. Right, we've made it through. A couple of bids from China for Christopher Raya. Nothing close to the release clause and nothing that he was interested in anyway. Now, obviously, Arbroath in the Championship, the second 11 probably is strong enough to beat them, but there can be no slip-ups. No slip-ups at all. We have to win this tournament. So we're going as full strength as we possibly can for every single round. Now, James Forrest has picked up another injury. Only 2 days, nothing massive, but there's no sense risking him. Today, we will bring Mickey Johnston in. I don't mind doing a little bit of rotation here and there, but as we've just come off 2 weeks off, everyone's rested. Everyone is not match sharp anymore, but that'll soon pick up. I think we should be okay. Julian has got a bit of a slight lack of fitness, tired after his last match. Well, it was 2 weeks ago. Unless he's played for the reserves for some reason. Maybe we should have done a friendly, but this is a good warm-up, so we will go with this. Obviously, he did have a few tricky ties in last year's Cup until, of course, the final that we lost. So, yeah, no slip-ups today. An early lead would be good. We should be expecting a bit of a hatful here. Safe to say, not many people have turned up. They're not massively bothered about this one. The Celtic faithful, as we go close from Ferguson early on. We got 6 against Hibs, so lower league opposition should be getting a few here. Double digits, I don't think we'll ever do that, but you'd love to see it. To be honest, I'd take a 1-0 if it meant it was done and we were through to the next round. Ferguson, edge of the area, looking to take it on. He does. It's a good stop from Gaston in the goal. We mustn't be complacent. We mustn't expect to win. We just need to make sure we get the job done. And Cham, edge of the area, finds Greg Taylor, bid for him as well from Southampton. Again, didn't want to go. And Cham holds it up on the edge of the area. Fredericks is there with a shot, and Ryan Fredericks in off the post. A sweet strike from the right back. Great strike. It's his first goal for Celtic, and it's taken a little bit of time, 16 minutes in, to find the breakthrough. I don't think it's going to be a particular hatful of goals today, but we've got the breakthrough, and that would be very good if we could maintain that. Arbroath playing it out from the back, which is, you've got to admire it. You've got to give him credit for it. And, they nearly work a chance, but Taylor intercepts pretty straightforwardly and is now on his way down the left flank. Can he find anyone else in a team in a Celtic shirt? He finds Johnston, gets it back, it's flicked in. Christie hits the post, and, the chance isn't completely over. Fredericks and then Cham, it probably is going to just end right about now. No, and Cham finds a bit of space for Johnston, who is still going, flicks it across. Lewis Ferguson's there, and it is a goal. Took a little bit more time, but it is 2-0. Very patient, very controlled play, but we're looking pretty good. Arbroath determined to play it out from the back, which is is certainly admirable, isn't it? Certainly admirable. Johnston flicks it for Christie, back down to Ferguson. Mallon, they're packing the edge of the box, trying to contain this. They don't want a complete drubbing, which, fair enough. First corner we've seen, Mallon in. Julien, it's 3-0. That was inevitable. 19 for the season now for Christopher Julien. His actual full Celtic tally at this point must be absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he's got to be approaching 50 goals for the club as a centre-back. That's crazy. I mean, he's only been here a couple of years. Fredericks, edge of the area, pulls it back to Encham. He's going to take this on. No, we go for the patient route. Fredericks again jogs forwards. He's been just cynically scythed down by Gallagher there. It's a penalty. Adam Eder to make it 4 just after the half-hour mark. Cool as you like. No pressure on him there at all. And, like I say, we could have played the second 11 and it probably would have been completely fine. I just can't take the risk because we need to win the trophy. And after what happened last year, that was in the final, but no risks. We're getting it done. It took a while to find the initial breakthrough, but double figures aren't out of the question. Christie blocked initially, cleared by Gallagher. Fredericks is first to it though. First to every ball. Our players, it's great to see the level of effort and work rate in the team. Mallon to Ferguson, goes to the strike. What a hit, son. What a hit. Lewis Ferguson, he can score a banger, and that was fantastic. It's 5-0. It's not out of the question that we could get 10 if we keep this up. Ferguson, what a strike. That is absolutely, it sat up well for him, and it's a gorgeous finish from the young Scot. And, well, I mean, the game was over once the first goal went in, let's be honest. And it's just a case of how many now. It's just, fun. It's fun. We've got 11 goals so far today. When you consider some of the games in certainly previous series where we didn't have a single highlight in 2 games. There was one episode where we had that in the Norwich save. It's been quite good. It's going to be a lot harder for Arbroath in the second half. They're down to 10 men. Wilson gets a second yellow. I think they're focused on the final whistle. We're going to make some changes. Julien, of course, started the game with a little bit of a fitness issue. He's coming off now. Ferguson as well, even though he's on a hat-trick, is going to be withdrawn for Alan Campbell. Safe to say we've taken our foot off the gas. No sense whatsoever in risking anything unnecessarily. We're 5-0 up. It's getting a bit misty here in Glasgow in this second half, but the job was done. We might get 6 again. 2 6-0s in a row. That'd be nice. But yeah, this is just about seeing the game out. Nothing stupid in terms of injuries or random red cards when it's easier to just let them score. Or they might get a consolation goal. Hilson's there. He's hit the post. Unlucky. They deserve that. They certainly, the first half hour, a good bit of endeavour from the Championship side, who you never know. They may well be promoted to the SPL next season. Christie flicks it forward. Johnston makes it 6. No, it's a good effort, but it does go over. A few minutes of normal time remaining. Can we just not do anything stupid? No injuries. No one run. I've dropped the tempo right down. I've taken off run at the defence. Just keep the ball. Keep it moving, but just don't exert yourself too much. Johnston, that is 6-0. We do get 6 goals for the second game running, and job well and truly done. Well, they've gone down to 9 men. Second yellow card for Mikason, and it's not been a fun day out for Arbroath, it's fair to say. I think they've given a good account of themselves. They have threatened. It's been nice to see them play it out from the back. Good to see that sort of style from a lower league Scottish side. And they've not disgraced themselves. But we are safely through to the 5th round. Now, of course, what would be really good is if Rangers could get knocked out, because then we don't have to worry about playing them. It makes things a lot more straightforward. I can't remember who they're playing. They're playing Livingston, and they've drawn. What does that mean? It goes to extra time, or is there a replay? As if they were 2-0 down. They scored 2 goals, the 86th minute, and then a 92nd minute penalty to rescue a draw. But they're not out, but they so nearly were. Ridiculous luck for them, as if they've rescued themselves there. I mean, they could still go out, but you'd back them at Ibrox. And I'm assuming there's a replay. I'm assuming they have to go to a replay. Yes, it does go for a replay. Not sure how many rounds that applies for, but as if they've rescued themselves there. I should mention really as well, Rangers, they were kind of raided in the summer quite a bit. They've lost Alfredo Morelos and Ryan Kent. So their 2 best players both got sold. I mean, Hadji he's probably actually their best player anyway. He's still there, but otherwise, yeah. And so that certainly leaves them a little bit weakened. But why 92nd minute penalty? So close to them going out. I mean, as long as we avoid them, that would be preferable. A nice, easy team at home. That'd be great. It's going to be Rangers, isn't it? It's going to be Rangers. It's Hearts, right? I'll take that. Hearts at home. We'll take that. I don't know why I was saying it's going to be Rangers. They were already drawn up there. They've got Cowdenbeath or Dumbarton if they make it past Livingston. Let's hope they don't, although I have a feeling they probably will. Now, this is where things get a bit awkward from an episode perspective. That Hearts game, the 5th round, is on the 5th of February. We've then got Inter Milan, the first leg against them, later on in the month. We've also got the second, or if we get to the quarter final, that'll be around the Inter game as well. I don't really want to do that as 2 episodes. Obviously, that seems a bit pointless. So the options are either I play this one off camera and hopefully we get through, or we kind of have a bit of a bumper episode and just sort of skip over these 3 games. We'll see. I'll probably go for that option, to be honest. But anyway, one thing is for sure, that is that for today. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe as well if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time where we continue our relentless pursuit of the Scottish Cup, which somehow eluded us last year, but hopefully it won't this time.